All right, I think we're live. Are we live, chat? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with the new stream, and that is right, we're, I hear you, Tyrone.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Hi
Yep,
guys.
Tyrone
You
is
should
back.
know who I am by now.
Yep, the fan favorite is back. James may
That's
join
right.
later, but for sure we got Mr. Tyrone. Today it's time we discuss on this beautiful October 16th, 2023, the speakership shit show. That's the best way to put it right now because we are still like, we are close to Jordan being the speaker, but at the same time we're not. It's a very bizarre situation that is occurring, but we're going to discuss it for a while, see how everything around the world is going, and yeah. Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And like usual, if you have any questions, concerns, whatever you want for sure answered, best way to send a super chat via, well, the chat. Again, I'll try to read through the entire chat, but if you got something you just want to say for certain, or want to support the channel, send a super chat, alright?
I'm also reading the chat, by the way,
Yeah.
guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
If you like, I'll be watching. Also, keep in mind, $1 a month is literally like less than a coffee a month. Like it's actually pretty inexpensive.
Yeah. It helps support the content. I mean, it's like, how much does Starbucks cost for one coffee? Like $7?
Yeah, it's like $6. Buck inflation or something like star inflation.
Yes,
Biden is causing it. Bidenflation,
Yeah.
guys. Bidenflation will not affect the Real American content.
True. I'm always gonna be here, but yeah, I mean, like, I never get like why people like buy coffee from Starbucks for $7. It's like you could get like a whole like gallon worth of like coffee mix for like $10. That lasts you like an entire like year. I don't get why people go to Starbucks. Does anybody know?
I mean, no, I don't. I don't drink coffee to begin with.
I know. It's just an example, though.
Yeah. I usually just like buy tea.
Yeah, I think it's like $5. Whatever. $5, $7, same thing, alright? Just round up. Oh, God. Alright. So I think it's time we discuss this, Tyrone, I can kind of hear your thing overheard.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Hold on, give me a moment. Let me turn my sensitivity up. Okay, there we go. Is that better?
Alright. So, we gotta discuss the speakership stuff because, my God, we're never... like I said, listen, we're both close to a speaker, but yet very far to one. So for those that don't know, Jim Jordan the past 24 hours have gotten a lot of key endorsements. Mike Rogers, I believe, from the Arms Committee, right?
Yeah, Mike Rogers was the guy who tried to start a fist fight with Gates and lunged at him earlier this year. If anyone remembers that, he's now openly supporting Jordan after getting over McCarthy not being able to be the nominee. So
yeah, so it's
Van Buchanan also. Yeah, Van Buchanan was a pretty big one.
Yes, so essentially, like, some of the biggest names that were anti-McCarthy that, you know, they were trying to go with the Democrats to get some other speaker in there. Well, it turns out all of them have completely bailed on that idea, but there are still a couple of Republicans, in quotation Republicans, that are...
Specifically, Bacon, Diaz, Ballard, Jimenez, I don't know, Lucas, Rutherford, Simpson, Womack, Buck, and Lawler are all...
I can actually pull this up. So, before I forget, if you do, hold on though. Whoa, what the heck? Okay.
It's also worth saying. Literally less than 10 minutes ago, a tweet from Olivia Beavers came out. Buck says he's a no on Jordan, but plans to meet with him later on to discuss. So
Buck may flip. He's just insane.
Yeah, Buck is something else.
Yeah. So, before I do forget, these are the current holdouts for the speakership. If you want to get Speaker Jordan, call them. Again, you know, don't harass them, but just give them a phone call and say, look, the base wants Jim Jordan. And a lot of these people's excuses, like Don Bacon, Like, what the hell's he talking about? Like, oh, well, the respectability of the office
I
is...
can't wait for him to lose by over 5 points in 2024. He has been
Yeah.
one of the biggest fucking disappointments. It's so unreal.
He's not like a real... It's like an asshole moderate. It's not even like in a good way. It's like, bro, what are you even talking about? Like, we gotta bring back respectability. So you're doing the same thing that you complained Gates was doing? What?
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
They're all hypocrites. Oh, and by the way, Herman, not Herman, Sherman, House Democratic lawmaker Sherman, who is that? Carl Sherman, or no.
I know you're talking about. I saw that.
Yeah, Brad Sherman floated around George W. As Speaker.
Listen, for those that didn't hear it, a Democrat is proposing George W. Bush be the next Speaker of the House.
Breaking news: Democrats are supporting Democrats.
Listen, I thought that was a parody. I was like, there's no way in hell this guy's like, this is like some kind of deep fake or something. No! He actually wants George W. Bush as a consensus Republican. As a Democrat! Listen, what does that tell you about the current state of these Bush Republicans?
I mean, between that and like one of those major DeSantis fan account, like one of those DeSantis accounts saying trans women are real women, it's completely unsurprising. And then you have morons like Pedro Gonzalez who are like, oh, Trump now just only recently followed DeSantis by saying we need a ban on Muslims in the country, and just completely ignoring the fact that Trump was calling for a ban as far as
2015! Back in 2015, he was saying that. So it's like, I don't know, a lot of bullshit's going on right now. It's unbelievable. Saul Goodman for 2. Oh, God. Wasser has called it for Jordan. God damn it, Saul Goodman. Never trust Saul, right? Never call him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just don't get, like... I mean, now you got the Santas are calling, like, every Arab, like, anti-Semite, but then you realize what the word Semi means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Semitic applies to...
Semitic, yeah.
Semitic...
I
Semitic
laughed.
can literally... No, like, Semitic can literally apply to the... what do you call it? Yeah, like, the you have the Semitics... well, there's, like... Okay, I'm kind of a linguistics guy. There's, like, the Afro-Asiatic languages... Semitic can mean Arab and Jew, but if you really want to stretch it, it can also include Ethiopian. So if you're an anti-Semite, sorry, but you hate Ethiopians.
I mean, I just don't get, like, what some of these people are saying. It's like, yeah, there are obviously a lot of anti-Semites, but at the same time, it's like, do you not know what that word means?
I don't think they know what that word means.
I mean, again, it's like, of course, people, when they say that, they usually mean, like, you know, Jewish, obviously, but it's like...
You hate Jews, you hate the... Yeah.
But it means a lot more than just, you know, Jewish people. So, Cole Langdon for 2. Labor union or right to work? Right to work. Easy. I mean, if you want to be part of a union, I don't care. You know? I'm just against, like, these public unions. There's no reason for them to exist. Like, teacher unions, they're a scam.
Teacher unions, yeah, they're a scam. I was recently watching a very amazing show called Yes Minister. I recommend everyone check it out. It was Margaret Thatcher's favorite show. I watched an episode, and it was talking about government bureaucracy and commissions, and it's like, no. Constituents don't order things like common education. The teachers unions order common education because that's how the teachers unions make money, and that's how most government works in general. So stuff like teachers unions, they literally only exist to continue like government organization profits and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, just teacher unions are just a Ponzi scheme for Democrats. Let's stop pretending that, oh, they just want to teach kids. It's like, just stop.
They want to teach kids how to have gay sex in Africa. That's what they want to do. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
It is. And people just deny it happened. It's like, they're openly posted on, like, TikTok and stuff. So today I taught these kids about, like, pornography and stuff. I'm like, you're just denying that they said it? Oh, well, that's just a fake. What? I don't know, but all right. Enough of like horsing around the speakership stuff. Let's get into it because it's just a mess.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking mess. It's just like so crazy.
And this is what happens when you have like a 5-seat majority, which, funny enough, it may happen in Poland, but that's a different story. All right. Congressman Jim Jordan is showing up support for detractors for his bid for House Speaker as he prepares to go to the House floor for a vote on Tuesday. The House has been without a permanent speaker for nearly 2 weeks as lawmakers grow increasingly anxious about avoiding government shutdown and addressing Israel-Hamas war. And funny enough, a lot of these people are worried about it. They're going to do everything they can to delay Jordan from being the speaker on the Republican side. It's like, what? Like, you're worried about what's happening in Israel and the government shutdown, so you're going to delay the speakership even further? What? It just shows how hypocritical some of these people are. I mean, they don't care about
they don't care about electing a speaker. They care about establishing and perpetuating uniparty concerns.
Yeah.
Like they did this with Scalise. They're doing this with Jordan. And at this point, I genuinely think the only way to stop it would be to nominate President Donald J. Trump as for Speaker of the House. Or, alternatively, my preferred outcome, we don't have a speaker until the 2024 election.
It's true.
I legitimately think having no speaker is the best option at this point because that would basically send the lower house into a catatonic state and basically show the world really just how fucked Biden is.
Sam Hansen for 5. I'm worried that Jordan made some concessions on Ukraine. Well, it's based on a rule established in the House that if the majority of the majority supports something, the speaker has to agree to it. So he didn't necessarily say he supports it, but he's saying that if the majority of the conference wants it.
He's already said that he's going to tie aid to Ukraine with aid to Israel.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that earlier?
I saw that.
I'm sorry, guys, but like Jim Jordan's a fraud. I said this the last stream I was on. Well, he's definitely a fraud when it comes to foreign
policy. Yeah, there's some big questions. A big tech. Those are the two big ones.
Big tech, foreign policy. He's a fraud. I don't know why people are expecting aid to Ukraine not to go through. You have unrealistic expectations for what we can have out of our representatives.
It should be better handled than what McCarthy did, like the backroom.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm not denying that.
Yeah, what I think's gonna happen is like, okay, we're gonna make this deal, but it's gonna be like, and again, I don't support any more aid to Ukraine. I think that's just, wasting money. But I think they're gonna say, all right, we're gonna send money towards Ukraine, but we have to know where it is going. You don't just disappear. We don't know what happens to it. I think that's what's gonna happen. Where they're gonna say, okay, we gotta monitor where the money is going, and not like what Tim Scott claimed, where it's just a loan we're giving to Ukraine. Did you see that? He said it's a loan. We're never getting that money back. So I don't get why people actually think that's a loan. Yeah, I'm sure one of the most corrupt countries in Europe, they're just going to give that money back. I don't know. Honestly, Jim Jordan's an acceptable candidate. He should grade him like we grade Tom Cotton. I agree with that, actually. Tom Cotton, he's great on, domestic policy, but he's garbage foreign policy. That's always been Tom Cotton's problem. If he was just, just focused on domestic and nobody knew his foreign policy, he would be a great senator. But the foreign policy is just so bad that it sucks.
The foreign policy block in this country sucks in general.
Yeah.
By the way, Israel right now is beginning shelling attacks in southern Lebanon.
Yeah, I saw that. So that's not going to be pretty, I don't think. I don't know. Lee Zeldin for speaker. That was floated around, but that's really like a last resort, I think.
I think Zeldin should be reserved to be Trump's vice president. I've given it some thought. I think Zeldin is really the only...
Yeah.
I'd prefer Zeldin to be chair of the national...
The RNC.
The NRC, but
they're gonna happen.
No, it's gonna be McDaniel. We need Trump, or we need Zeldin.
Yeah. All right. House Armed Service Committee Chair Mike Rogers, a leading Jordan foe who told reporters on Friday there was nothing Ohioan could do to win his support, said Monday that he will vote for Jordan. I mean, these establishment hacks are all the same. They talk a big game, but you like talk to them for 5 minutes. They fold like a piece of paper. They half the time when they say we're gonna stand our ground, or 90% of the time, they never do.
These people are just losers. That's all I'll do.
It's like, it's not like Matt Gaetz where it's like, screw all of you. I'm just gonna vote against McCarthy how many times I need to. Force the motion to vacate. Oh man. Alright. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has submitted a ready deploy orders for up to 2,000 American troops should Israel need them. I saw that. I have a bad feeling about this. You know, it just seems like we're heading towards a disaster in the Middle East. And we have incompetent people in the frickin' White House that don't know how foreign policy actually works and how people actually work. I mean, where's Biden in this entire situation? Where? Does anybody know? I mean, Tyrone, do you know where Biden is?
Fuck if I know where Biden is. I don't even think Biden knows where his brain is.
I don't think he knows what world it is, what year it is. I mean, it's unbelievable that the President of the United States is not saying he said like 2 things on Twitter. That doesn't count. This is actually the second or possibly the biggest war right now in the world, and he's not saying a word about it. I don't get it. I just don't get how you can have incompetent people like this running our country, and half of them want to start World War III with Russia, but I don't know.
Oh, did you see that Ipsos poll recently?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll post it for you. There is, let's see, Biden's underwater.
He's underwater and everything. Approval. Yeah, okay, I saw this one.
Abortion, actually, here's something interesting. Abortion, he's underwater by 19 points.
That makes you wonder if Trump's pivot was perfect, what he did.
Yeah, October 13 through 14 poll, Joe Biden is handling abortion, disapprove 58%, approve 39%. Decreased from 44% approve and 54% disapprove in January of this year.
That's interesting. You know, because I'm starting to wonder if like people are starting to realize like, hey, wait a minute. This abortion stuff, there was never a ban. That's not what Roe versus Wade did, or Dobbs v. Jackson. I think people are starting to realize that what Roe versus Wade did and what they overturned. And I think people do actually support it going to the states. I really do. I don't care what these polls say. Roe versus Wade is 90% popular. Ask an average person what Roe versus Wade did. And what it being abolished means. They don't know. I think a lot of them are starting to realize, but who knows? Who knows? All right, back to this. Jim Jordan and I have 2 cordial, thoughtful, productive conversations over the past 2 days. Roger said in a statement, saying Jordan addresses concerns about defense spending, federal funding, agriculture legislation. So, that's what he was worried about? Defense spending? What? You're worried about defense spending for a Republican? Especially Jim Jordan?
Yeah, I know. What a joke.
No, I just think that these people, they're just trying to make any excuse they can because it's like, oh God, I don't want to support Jordan for whatever reason. So I want to say defense spending.
Defense spending.
Like,
here's another interesting thing from this poll, by the way. Does the United States have responsibility to protect Israeli citizens? 53, it does. 43, it does not. I think that's like the highest level of America doesn't have an obligation to Israel we've seen in a while.
You said 43?
Yeah, does America have a responsibility to protect Israeli citizens? 53, does not. 43%. 10% gap difference.
Yeah, I think that
America does not have an obligation to protect Palestinian citizens. 54, it does. 41. Work towards Palestinian statehood does not have the responsibility. 63 does have the responsibility. 31. America, and here's the interesting part, Rap. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ensure peace in the Middle East does 46, does not 50.
For
50% of Americans now believe it is not America's responsibility to ensure peace in the Middle East.
wow. I mean, ask the same question 20 years ago. That would be
Yeah,
like
exactly.
80% saying yes and like
Yeah,
12% no.
and then Bush blew all his political cap. Bush could have reformed Social Security and closed the border, but he blew it on a war in Iraq. What a fucking joke of a leader.
Yeah, if he would have never did the war in Iraq, can you imagine where we'd be at right now as a country? Far better than we're currently at right now.
We as a country would be. Bush was the first time we had a proper unifier since I'd be willing to say like FDR or Reagan, like maybe FDR, honestly, because
I would say Reagan's more closer. But,
yeah, he had all of
eh,
that political capital, and he fucked it up by saying, "I want to go to war with Iraq because I'm a little shit piss baby, and I have a vendetta against Hussein because he upset my daddy." Frowny face.
yeah, quick super chat. Real text politics for 2. Trent Lazy for Colorado 4th. It's time to Chuck Buck. I think Buck's gonna retire. I think
Shout
he's
out to
gonna
Real Tech. Yeah, Buck's gonna retire. Shout out to Real Tex Politics. He's my homie. Follow him at Real TX Politics. Follow him like right now. Go do that. He's cool.
Congress
Great
voted.
mutual of mine. One of my first mutuals.
Congress voted going into the war. Yeah, but Bush pushed it. He was the one saying, "Oh, Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. We gotta freaking go to war with them." His administration pushed it. And,
I have like
yeah.
$300 worth of cash on my desk. I'm not going to be able to deposit till tomorrow, and it bothers me.
You just said that right. We're talking about George Bush.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Destabilize the Middle East. Oh yeah, Saddam Hussein kept Iran in check, and well, how did that go? Get rid of him. You don't have to like Saddam Hussein to say he kept the Middle East stable. So.
Oh.
But.
We have an official primary challenger to Ken Buck.
Whoa, wait, yeah, you didn't realize that?
Trent Lazy.
Trenton.
Yeah, apparently he just announced.
Yeah. We have a primary challenger. Somebody, Real Text Politics brought that up. But yeah, so Ken Buck, I think, is just going to retire. There's been rumors he's going to CNN for a couple.
Oh, who else has dementia? Me, because I just realized that's what the super chat was about. I was more concerned with chilling my friend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so
yeah.
I 100% support him. He sounds pretty good on the issues. And, I mean, you got to get rid of Ken Buck. I mean, the guy is obviously not there. Or on drugs. Which, that's probably what it is. I
mean, Blinken has finished his meeting with Netanyahu in Israel's war cabinet. He is now headed to an embassy in Tel Aviv in preparations to make a late-night statement.
Oh, boy. Let's see here. Bush still trying to keep Trump out. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, can these people just move on already? Like, yeah, it's... The Bush stuff was like 20 years ago. But why do we gotta, like, bring back Reaganism? Bring back Bushism? It's like, what? It's outdated. It wouldn't work now. Because the electorate's completely different. To be fair, Bush administration was lied to. Well, a lot of them created the lies.
Yeah.
Iran told Israel any ground invasion of Gaza will result in Iranian intervention. Well, that's better what they said like 2 weeks ago, where they said, if Iran even dares to bomb Hamas, we will strike with fury. So, they're gonna chicken out like they usually do.
Yeah, Iran is a notorious geopolitical bluffer.
Yeah, remember the was the guy that Trump wiped out the map? The general.
Soleimani.
Yeah, it's like, we are going to strike back against America for killing this general. They did nothing about it. One of their top generals get wiped off the face of the earth, and they do nothing. And then Trump goes on Twitter and posts a JPEG of the U.S. flag. It's perfect. Hot take: the Democrats are going to start shifting right economics. I won't say that. Rab, which president has worse foreign policy, Obama or Biden? Obama, or not Obama, Biden. Biden easily, because Obama has some crap foreign policy, but at least Biden, I mean, or Obama, he didn't have war with Russia, you know? So.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's just a lot of shit going on. Let's see. Bacon, who just left the GOP conference meeting, said he's inclined to vote for McCarthy on the first ballot, but left open that he may change his vote if McCarthy gives me feedback. What the fuck is Don Bacon talking about?
What the fuck is... What the hell is he...
McCarthy supports Jordan!
Yeah, give me one. I gotta make a call real quickly.
It's fine. Real text and politics for 5. Iran would be better off if they didn't overthrow the Shah. Yeah. But what the fuck is Bacon talking about? Oh yeah, we need to, Don Bacon, McCarthy. This better not be real. Are you fucking serious right now? He folded like a piece of paper. And James actually just joined. Hello.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? Well, he just left. Bro, Don Bacon. People, chat. Can you just imagine being Don Bacon? Oh, yeah, I'm going to vote against McCarthy. I'm going to vote for somebody secret. It was just McCarthy? Make fun of him in the replies. I may.
Okay, I'm here now.
James, did you hear what happened with Don Bacon?
He said like 20 things in the past week.
I know. Don Bacon, who has just left the GOP conference meeting, said he's inclined to vote for McCarthy on the first ballot, but left open that he may change his vote if McCarthy gives me feedback.
Patriot.
Was that who he was going to support the entire time? He was like a big deal. I have a secret person I'm going to nominate. It was just McCarthy.
It seems like the anti-Jordan people are going to do McCarthy.
Oh no, it's going to fail after one round, because everybody's going to realize this is stupid. My mom doesn't like...
McCarthy will gain the momentum and
man.
he'll become speaker.
No, we're not doing that again. Oh, man. Omaha's... Hold on, what? Michigan's has a future to potential... Michigan in the future has potential to be the first state with 2 black GOP senators. John James and James Craig. True. Yeah, I don't get what Don Bacon is even trying to accomplish here. I mean, what's his end game?
I guess he's in a Biden district, so he wants to appear moderate. But
you have John Doherty saying, I support Jim Jordan like a Biden plus 15 seat.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Don
that's
Bacon, everybody. Guess. Don frickin' Bacon. Bacon wants attention. Yeah, wasn't there like a report that he wanted to be speaker or something? Bacon?
No. It was that he wanted to be, people were floating his name as a potential compromise speaker. Not that he wanted to be speaker, but that people
he wanted to be speaker.
That, he didn't say he wanted to be speaker, but the press was saying that he could be a compromise candidate.
They were trying to get a compromise candidate, which now that's backfired horribly. Those idiots should have never went to the press and say, yeah, we need a bipartisan solution. You pissed off your entire base. What do you think was going to happen? So yeah, the bipartisan stuff I think is dead right now.
Yeah, it's just fun seeing the chaos.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like...
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry about that.
That's fine.
One of my friends fucking gave me a suicide scare, and I had to call the police. Jesus fucking Christ, my heart just fucking skipped a beat. Oh my god. He's fine, though. Don't worry. Okay. He's fine.
Well, that's depressing. Man. Has the speaker ever lost re-election in their district? Yes, I believe so.
Probably a long time ago. I don't think any recently, though.
All right.
So what did I miss?
So Don Bacon, everybody, change his vote to McCarthy, because why not? Hey, Rap just arrived. You think Jordan will get the support? I think he's almost there. Like I've said, he's very close to the speakership, but at the same time, he's not. You know? Like it says in this Axios article, on Sunday, Jordan was facing a block of 10 to 20 no's. As of now, there's expected to be 7 or 8. So I'm assuming it's these 8, right? Don Bacon, Diaz-Balart, Jimenez, Lucas, Rutherford. They're all in safe Republican seats, mind you.
And I mean, Womack too. Right?
Yeah, Womack.
I
Who's saying we need to work with Democrats on a freaking speaker?
I know what was I mean, is Bacon the only one? Also, isn't I think Mike Lawler flip flopped and is now back to voting for McCarthy.
Yeah, Lawler just flip flop. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused.
I think he's just afraid of losing re-election.
Hopefully Jordan wins tomorrow. Yeah. Will you go live tomorrow? Yes, I will. We will be live for that. I think it's be noon. Noon is when I think that's when Jordan wants to vote. Put people on record, I think. But yeah, I think that overall it is a mess in the House. I mean, at this point in time, why oppose Jordan? The only reason I'm seeing is well, you see here, we have to punish Matt Gaetz. No, that's seriously the reason. What?
What's the what? No, I had to deafen myself again.
Oh. But yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get why people are still opposed to Jordan. They still want McCarthy?
I mean, Jimenez and Rutherford still want McCarthy. They're still insisting on McCarthy.
Why do they want McCarthy so bad?
It's unexplainable. It's Jimenez is so obsessed with McCarthy. Didn't McCarthy tell him to stop and he just kept going?
McCarthy's it's over. I'm not gonna be the speaker. Bacon special. Wait,
resist behavior type.
Hold on. Wait. Bacon's special candidate is really Becky Edwards. No way. I call bullcrap.
Becky.
If it's freaking Becky, oh my god, no.
Oh my god.
Patriot Becky Edwards.
Look at her votes. They're so big.
That's fake. I guarantee it. Can we get Speaker Jordan already? So yeah, I think the most likely option is Jordan wins sometime this week. That's what it's looking like, because it seems like the rest of these morons, they're starting to flip easy. You had freaking Mike Rogers say, well, Jordan's going to focus on defense spending, so I vote for him. After he said, I'm never going to support Jordan. These people just flipped like nothing.
I think wasn't one of the promises Jordan made was that he was going to tie Ukraine aid to Israel aid.
Yeah, so he's going to allow a vote on the floor. He's not going to prevent it. He's just going to let it go. Which, it sucks, but it was going to happen anyways. One negative hopefully means a couple positives out of it, which is possible. Support Menendez. So yeah, Bob Menendez, we forgot to mention that he is running for re-election.
I mean, it seems like he's angered the county executive, the county party statewide stuff, the county-wide parties.
Are we going to see a Lieberman situation again?
Well, New Jersey has sore loser laws, so he'd have to drop out of the Democratic Party and run independent.
I think he may do that, because I don't think he can win a primary.
I mean, he's not going to win a primary. He has an 8% approval rating though.
James,
remember in 2018 how someone ran against him with no name recognition and no funding and still got 37% in the primary.
Yeah, I mean, I think Menendez could run third party.
And New Jersey has the county line system, so the counties essentially pick who wins the primary.
I hate that so much. That's such a stupid thing.
I mean, it looks like the counties are going to break for Andy Kim because it doesn't look like anyone else is going to run for Senate because Gottheimer declined, Sherrill declined.
I thought there was a couple
President Biden just finished a phone call with Iraqi Prime Minister al-Sudani earlier, urging him to call the Iraqi armed forces to stand down and to prevent them from starting a new front with Israel.
Oh, boy.
Biden actually going against...
Breaking news. Of course it happens during a stream. We got breaking news, everybody. Tim Burchett just said we are down to 6 holdouts. 6. Hold on, let me pull... We had originally, according to this tweet, there was 8. So we're now down to 6, apparently. 6 holdouts.
Yeah, I mean, he just if there's less than 5, then Jordan
It's
will win.
yeah. What I think's gonna happen is like they're gonna vote present, a couple of them.
I mean, I honestly think they're just gonna all either vote for like McCarthy or someone like Austin Scott.
Well,
Like,
because he still needs to win. Like he can only afford 4 of them, I think, right? 4.
So,
it's if he
by
loses
the way,
them.
by the way, part of the reason I think Ken Buck has been such a holdout. Okay, so remember when we were talking about how their holdouts are over Ukraine,
Yeah,
or not Ukraine, over Israel and Ukraine?
yeah.
Hey, Rat, look at this. I want you to put this on the stream for everyone to see. Right, I want you to put this on stream.
Um. Whoa, wait, what? Kevin Hearn's #1?
Kevin Hearn has $7 million in
God.
war stock value that is
Hold on.
benefiting from the current war with Israel
This
and
is all.
Ukraine.
This is from the last Congress though, because David McKinley and Catherine Clark and John Yarmouth are still in it.
Either way, Jay, it's
And Mo Brooks. I'm just saying I mean, it's a bit outdated, but it's probably.
It's outdated, but it's still. I mean, would you be surprised?
It's probably still accurate.
probably
for
more
people
right
still
now.
in Congress.
I mean, look at this. 2 million for her. Mark Green has 1.75 million. They gotta ban the stock trading stuff. You should only be allowed to invest in like if index fund. That's it. None of this crap of, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to invest in like, Raython and crap. It's like, no.
And also, there has to be, I think, a ban on family members too.
Oh yeah, you can't. You have to say you can only like either a hedge fund or like an index or something. That's the only thing you can invest in, or get like a third party that's not related to you and say, all right, you're in charge of my finances.
Yeah.
Because look at this.
I mean, you could just put them into Bryant. You could like put it into a blind trust and let the
Yeah,
trust
that's what I was
do that
saying.
for you.
That's what I was thinking. Where it's like we have to. There needs to be some serious reform in this country. Obviously, there's a lot of shit going down, but I can't.
Feel like.
What?
I was just gonna say, I feel like a ban on stock trading in Congress could be one of those few like interesting coalitions, like bipartisan thing, where it's just all the senators and representatives who don't make money from stock trading, and then all the ones who do, like voting for and against.
Yeah, I just think that this is just. There's no reason, like, if you want to invest in stocks, that's one thing, but there's no reason for you to enrich yourself with this garbage.
The thing, like, I mean, if you want, like, it's like if you want to invest in stocks, just don't run for Congress.
Well, I think you should be allowed to invest in like.
I mean, if you want to be like active in like investments.
Yeah, you just say you can only invest in a blind trust or something, and say they can do whatever they want, but I don't know anything. And if it turns out you do know, you should be like thrown in jail immediately.
Also, it looks like Diaz-Balart is backing Scalise.
Are you serious? Okay, Jake Sherman, who has become a fan favorite, I think.
He just has like all the like Sherman just has all of the like leaks from like Congress or whatever.
I don't know. Diaz-Balart. Yep, it looks like he does. Why? Of course. Yeah, I forgot his first name's Mario. Of course.
Hey, it's me, Mario.
I just don't get this logic of some of these people. It's done. Didn't he endorse Jordan Scalise?
It's over. Yeah.
I thought Scalise just hasn't. He has not endorsed Jordan. Scalise has remained quiet on it.
Oh my God! Breaking a judge has declared Trump a flight risk and demanding to be held. What? I don't believe that. Conservatives lost in Poland. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. That's kind of misleading, but
I mean,
they still did lose.
They did lose, but there should be an asterisk to that coalition the left has. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's see. Yeah, you want to talk about the Polish stuff then?
Sure.
All right. So, if you don't know, there's a sad election results in Poland.
If you don't know that there's a very sad country called Poland. It's full of Polish people. It feels scary.
So, it's 99% in. Let me get this up.
Biden to travel to Israel on Wednesday, Blinken says.
So, if you don't know, Israel had elections, and
No. United States
Poland.
Secretary of State Blinken says the U.S. and Israel have agreed to a plan that will allow aid to reach Gaza civilians. Blinken adds that if Hamas blocks humanitarian aid from reaching civilians, quote, will work to prevent it from happening again.
Ah, jeez. Well, that's not good. All right. For those that are wondering what happened in Poland, we'll get to the Israel stuff in a second because I want to touch upon this. Poland had an election, and Law and Justice, which is the conservative party, they lost the majority, even though they had the most votes. The Civic Coalition, third way in the left, they had a coalition, and well, they have the majority. And I think it's like 250, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
If I remember right, like there's like two more centrist parties, Civic Coalition and Third Way.
Yes.
And they just barely weren't able to make a coalition on their own, so they have to rely on a party in Poland called New Left, which is more of a social democratic party.
Yeah, so here's the problem for this coalition. There is some positive to this. I don't know how long this coalition lasts, this left coalition, because the Third Way, apparently they have some fairly conservative members, if I'm not mistaken. There's like a bunch of like former Law and Justice people, I believe.
I mean, Third Way is, it is a center-right party.
Yeah, but it's like apparently got social issues are like still pretty conservative, I guess. But you can't have like this. What's gonna happen in Germany? You know that ridiculous coalition they had.
Yeah, but I think that one's a bit different because that one was with libertarians.
I know, but this one you got like basically socialists and then like moderates and like center right people. I don't see how that lasts long, but hopefully it does collapse.
I mean, I think it'll last just because they all really hate the Law and Justice Party, and the Law and Justice Party has dominated Polish politics for so long.
But we just gotta see what happens. That's kind of the L out of Poland. My heritage. It's not fun.
Also, I think there were 4 referendums happening there, and I think all of them were disqualified.
Yeah, because apparently like the leftists were so mad they purposely didn't vote.
I think the way Polish law works, it's like if a referendum gets us like not enough turnout, then it fails.
Oh, we got breaking news. Are you freaking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
We have another anti-Jordan person now.
Who?
Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania.
I mean, he was undecided before. Like,
I know, but people are expecting him to go to him. This is what he said, and oh my freaking God. The people that didn't get their way decide that it has to be a second election. This has nothing to do with Jim Jordan. This has to do with the integrity of the Republican conference. That's all it has to do with. He plans to support Scalise. He's just doing the same thing that, oh my gosh. Do these people even understand what they're saying and what they immediately do? They're saying, oh, freaking Jim, they blocked Steve Scalise, so I'm going to block Jim Jordan. This is nothing personal, though. This is obviously everything personal with the freaking... I don't get it.
I guess he means nothing personal like Jordan. I think he means something personal at like Gates. Or not Gates, because he didn't block Scalise, but like the people who blocked Scalise.
This is stupid. I mean, at this point in time, it's like we're probably never going to get a speaker then, if this is the case.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I know you don't want a speaker, but I still hope we get Speaker Jordan, but you cannot be just saying, oh, they destroyed the integrity of this conference, so instead of, getting behind Jordan, I don't know. Miller Meeks is anti-Jordan because he hasn't stopped criticism. Some of these reasons are just unbelievable. Like I
thought Miller Meeks endorsed Jordan.
I thought she did too.
Yeah, she did. She did endorse Jordan. Did she flip?
I don't know, but these people, you know, at least with Gates, Roy, and them, for when they got the speakership stuff in January, and then the holdout, not Roy, I should say Gates, and got good in them, they had a valid reason for going after McCarthy then and back in last week or 2 weeks ago. Because McCarthy broke the deal. It wasn't personal, it was policy based. He broke a deal that they had. And then the last second, these asses are saying, well, because integrity, I can't support him because, you know, he's Gates. I don't know. Real Texan politics for 5. Janet Yellen said earlier today that America can afford 2 wars, which I'm guessing means she supports sending troops to Ukraine and Israel.
I mean, I think she means like funding for aid.
Yeah, but like, you can't just keep funding these constant wars. It's never gonna do anything.
I mean, I think she's just trying to clarify that like there's not going to be a decrease in funding for Ukraine if there's an increase in funding for Israel.
Yeah, here's the Miller Meeks stuff. What the fuck is are the Republicans this stupid?
Probably. I mean, you're talking about the Republicans.
Undecided Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks of Iowa went down a list of members who have criticized other Republicans and complained about some of the pressure tactics put on GOP lawmakers. Miller Meeks said Jordan has done nothing to stop the criticism. What? I'm sorry, but this stream has completely fried my brain of all sense of reality. What are you talking about? Pressure tactics. It's called listen to your voters. How complicated is this? Pressure tactics. Like you did in January? To Matt Gaetz and them saying, you're going to get primaried.
And I think they also threatened all of the committee positions in January. Like for the holdouts.
Tomorrow's gonna be a shit show. Oh yeah. This is gonna be an absolute shit show and a half. What's gonna happen? I mean, how can people say, oh yeah, we supported Jordan, but because he hasn't done enough to stop the criticism, we are gonna immediately go after...
Oh, cool. Chuck Grassley's being based again.
What's Chuck Grassley doing?
What did Grassley do this time?
My chief of staff, and Nick Davis got married in Cedar Rapids this weekend. They are the 20th couple to marry after meeting in my office. Thought MTG stood for Marjorie Taylor Greene, not meeting.
It looks like the Jim Jordan stuff is falling apart. Real Texan politics for 5. Big news, Beth Van Dwayne raised concerns with Jordan's appropriations plan during a conference meeting. Okay. Are you freaking serious right now? They waited until the absolute last second to finally say, oh, we can't support it.
I can't take Beth Van Duyne seriously. Her eyebrows and negative cancel tilt are just absurdly hilarious to me. And people wanted me to vote for her in the primary for 2024. By the way, I hope she never runs for Senate. Ken Paxton for Senate, if he doesn't run for governor.
These same people, I swear, if they actually do the bipartisan stuff. I mean, who's been speaker now? Jim Jordan's the closest. Now suddenly, oh, we can't do anything because reasons.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, it seems like, you know, at least with Beth Van Duyne, like, it's. I mean, either. I mean, I don't know if she has like genuine concerns or if she's just trying to make up a reason at the last minute because she's like starting to like question whether it was a right idea to support Jordan or not.
Listen, it's not gonna be anybody in the House. They're never gonna get a speaker, I don't think. I mean, this is stupid.
We're never gonna have a speaker. Good news for the American people.
You wait till the last millisecond. Oh, I have some problems with the appropriations plan. You had a week and change, and now you're worried about it? I don't know.
We need a bipartisan speaker, Bob Menendez.
you imagine Hakeem Jeffries as speaker in a GOP-controlled house? It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Bacon has already ruled out voting for Jeffries.
Well, Bacon lied. We know he lied about that, by the way. He was 100% talk with Democrats about that one. We know that.
I mean, but a few others have all, like, Jimenez said he wouldn't vote for Jeffries.
But no, they were 100% talk about it, though. We know that.
Yeah, no, I think they'd be too afraid of a primary for voting for Jeffries. Because the last time someone switched over to the other party to vote for a speaker was Trafficant.
Yeah. Can you imagine Hakeem Jeffries? No, we already read that. Lee Zeldin needs to be speaker, possibly.
I feel like a Zeldin type would be the only type that could actually get like all the.
No, he would still. Don Bacon would say, "I can't support this for the institution of the House." He would. So I don't think we're ever gonna get speaker. No, wait, what?
Wait, has Jordan dropped out? Is that
That's fake. True? There's no way.
That has to be fake. He's been trying so hard to get.
Oh, if that frickin' happened.
No.
I don't see anything.
I'm not seeing anything either. That was fake news. Stop posting fake news, everybody. Jordan hasn't dropped out.
Why is everyone saying that? It's not. I don't see anything.
I'm not.
You're dealing with Raps chat. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I looked up Jim Jordan drops out on both news right now and Twitter. I'm seeing literally nothing.
Yeah, it's
the last thing I see.
The algorithm would have shown up for Jim Jordan drops out.
Yeah, the last thing I see from like Jake Sherman about Jim Jordan is 5 minutes ago. Mike Lawler and Jim Jordan are the only two House Republicans left in the Capitol basement meeting room where Republicans huddled.
Hopefully that's a sign that Jim Jordan just makes a deal with, like, look, you could just vote president. That's all you got to do. But I don't get why they waited till now. That's the part that just gets me. You wait this entire time and you knew about it to now say after you endorsed him that I have some problems with this.
Also, I don't know if you saw Brad Sherman supporting George W. Bush for speaker.
Yeah, I saw. We were talking about that. If that actually ever, like, a Democrat nominates George Bush like that.
Democrats back then hated Bush. I think he was in office when Bush was in office.
Yeah. Yeah, this has just been a chaotic year. Are we ever gonna get a speaker?
Now they're saying Bacon is voting for Jeffries. That's obviously fake news.
And by the way, for those wondering, Ken Buck, the reason he is voting against to Jim Jordan is because of the election stuff. I'm not even kidding. Because he said something about the election I didn't like. I'm never gonna vote for him. Didn't Ken Buck vote against the certification of the election?
I thought so. I mean, he's tended to align with like the right wing on more.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Issues,
Didn't Ken Buck vote against certification? I gotta look this up. Ken Buck. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Ken Buck supported it. What the hell happened to this guy? Is he just that insane?
I mean, he might be trying to get that CNN job.
Bro, you go
least schizophrenic Colorado representative.
You went from voting for decertification to now saying you said the election was you know what. I don't get it.
The 2020 election was a very fun thing.
We have opinions on it that we can't say here because YouTube.
I have opinions that I cannot say because the haters was sabotaged.
Ken Buck is running for president. No, he's running. He's just going on a CNN job. That's 100% what he's doing.
Man, and to think I almost got a job as one of his staffers last month.
Flip-flop Ken Buck. Yeah, Ken Buck is just insane. He's on crack. That's the only way I can describe it. So,
it's the Ken Buck cycle.
Yeah. One day he votes for, like... I'm not even kidding when I say this. He would vote to support an immigration moratorium one day. The next day he would support banning or support an amnesty for every immigrant. He would. We need an immigration moratorium, but I'm against the wall. Ken Buck in a nutshell. Flip-flop Ken. Yeah, there's a lot of big questions about that. Biden has not resigned. Fake.
He's doing enough, okay? I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Yeah, that was lame. Boo.
Did you just moo at me?
I said boo.
I thought you mooed at me.
Boo.
What?
Oh, God. Ken Buck is running for mental hospital membership.
Ken Buck is running for Callum.
Oh, man. Biden did not resign. Stop it. He did not resign. We would have saw the, like, 1,000,000 tweets by now. Biden has resigned. But no.
Breaking. Biden has resigned. Endorses Cenk Uygur to replace him on the Democratic Party ticket.
Democracy. Yeah, this is democracy at work, everybody. Or quote-unquote democracy. Where the House can't even elect a frickin' speaker because of bullshit reasons. Not even for valid ones. But...
Yeah. Who's more schizophrenic, Ken Buck or Raps Chat?
I'd say Ken Buck. That's definitely a good one. But Ken Buck. Yeah.
There's some real news in the chat this time that Biden's gonna visit Israel on Wednesday.
Yeah, so Biden will visit Israel. That's gonna be interesting. That's the best way to put it, but...
Yeah. It seems like it seems like Biden and Blinken are doing everything they can right now to stop Netanyahu from invading Gaza.
Did you guys see the latest Carrie Lake video?
What?
The Reagan Revolution proves that ordinary citizens can shake up the status quo and deliver real results for their American
Reagan! People. Stop with the Reagan stuff, please!
She's like the last Republican I would expect to be like talking about
Reagan! She's 100% pivoted. This is not the same Carrie Lake. Who's ever her advisor is.
I can't wait until fucking conservative youth wake up and realize how big of a fucking scourge Reagan was to this country.
I think January 3rd, 24 may be the day we get a speaker at this point. No, I don't think we're ever going to speaker. Because these assholes wait till the last second to potentially, get rid of Jordan like this. This is unbelievable. Reagan counter number 69. Nice. 40-20. Buck will say Ferris should go to hell while also saying that, oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I forgot F1's happening soon. Fuck.
We need a Becky Edwards revolution to save the GOP. No. No freaking Becky Edwards. No.
Becky Edwards GOP nominee.
No. I swear, if Don Bacon pulls something like that, I'm gonna freak.
Ukraine's Zelensky request to visit Israel has been rejected.
Yeah, Netanyahu and Putin are actually decently close, so that's not surprising.
That's gonna be interesting. Yes, the GOP needs to stop praising Reagan.
Breaking news. Chris Chan has posted a new video to his YouTube channel.
Oh, why did you bring up that bozo? Why? The GOP needs to stop praising Reagan. He was terrible. Honestly, the most obnoxious thing about Republicans. Well, no, the socialism stuff is the most obnoxious. At least
Ronald Reagan versus woke socialism.
Socialist. That's the worst. Jeffrey's gonna be the next speaker once Democrats win the House in 2026. Who knows?
Derek Van Orden for speaker.
No.
Derek Van Orden for an
Another one
asylum
that
war.
he needs to definitely lay off
No.
drinking.
Derek Van Orden for Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh man.
What the? Who the fuck is this?
What?
Trump is bragging about how he just got an endorsement from some black rapper.
What? Oh boy.
Who the fuck is Waka Flocka Flame?
Who knows? It's a rapper. We need to pressure Bacon in the nominee Becky Edwards. I would laugh my ass off, but also say we are incompetent if that's the case. Andrew Tate. No, that's the most overrated person ever. I don't get why people like him that much.
Also, Phil Scott is considering retiring.
Wow.
Tim Scott?
And nothing changed.
No, I said Phil Scott.
Oh, and speaking of Tim Scott, should we talk about that one? The Tim Scott news?
Yeah, that like his super PAC is like withdrawing ads.
For those that don't know, Tim Scott's main super PAC, the one that's keeping the lights on, is realizing what Team DeSantis hasn't. There's no way in hell they're winning. The super PAC backing Tim Scott's presidential campaign is pulling the TV ad reservations and made for the fall. The group announced in a memo to donors obtained by NBC. Sorry to tell you we are going to release all of our fall media inventory. Trust in the mission, PAC co-chair Rob Collins wrote in the memo. We'll continue to fully fund our grassroots door knocking, conduct conduit fundraising, event hosting, and earned media efforts. We aren't going to waste our money when the electorate isn't focused or ready for a Trump alternative, Collins continued. We have done the research. We have studied the focus groups. We've been following Tim on the trail. This electorate's locked up and money spent on mass media isn't going to change minds until we get a lot closer to voting. Why is Team DeSantis not realizing this? They're like 10% at best right now. I mean, I don't get why people are still thinking anybody can beat Trump in the primary. I mean, who can?
And Tim Scott he didn't do that great in the debates.
He did awful. That was the second one in particular. That was bad.
Yeah. And also like his stuff. I mean, I think his comments on unions were pretty bad, but with the I don't know, but I've seen a couple of people say that Trump is paying off all the pollsters to show him ahead.
I saw that. It's like,
yeah,
you're talking about potentially the biggest scam in American history. Oh man, Rap
also,
just hold on. Rap just uploaded a new video and he's just like the better version of you, so I'm head out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, I never said I was the best channel or whatever, so if you like Rap more, go ahead. Make sure to like the stream, by the way. Breaking, Christie tried for war crimes against 27,000 chairs. What is up with this chat? I don't get it. She got a Dark Brandon ad. Is it really Trump running from Nevada, not Florida? I did see something about that. That apparently his home address is technically, Nevada right now.
If he runs from Nevada, that means he's picking a VP from Florida. There's no other reason he'd do it.
Tim Scott is done. Yeah, Tim Scott's done. Damn, he called Rep better. Me personally, I won't take that. I don't care. I say, if you prefer somebody more than me, I don't really mind. It's just your opinion. Do you still think Speaker Jordan is inevitable? Possibly not. I don't know.
Imagine know. by tomorrow morning, half the GOP conference changes their minds because of some subsection of a subsection of a bill.
Yeah, it's according to page, it's like the Peter Griffin thing. I gotta get the quote. Hold on. Peter Griffin, according to,
all right, I gotta get going. I forgot I told my friends I'd be watching a movie with them about 4 minutes ago. It's about an hour and a half. I doubt the stream will be on in an hour
Yeah,
and a half.
we're almost done, but I just wanted to bring this up. It's like this is what's gonna happen with the Jordan stuff. It's like Peter Griffin when he created Pictorio, and he invaded like Joe Swanson's backyard. And like Joe's like, you can't annex my pool. Peter was like, oh yeah,
real American guy, funny moments.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, according to paragraph 7, sentence 3, word 8 of the Geneva Convention.
I'm out. Goodbye, chat. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Yeah, they're gonna use some BS excuse to prevent Jordan. You know. Real text of politics for 2. It looks like Van Duyn will still vote for Jordan. Then why complain about it? I don't get it. Rep is more formal than rap. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, yeah, I'm definitely, I don't really care. I mean, I would say formal, but just like, I don't know. I guess more relaxed. It's the best way to put it, because, like, whatever. What shit that Trump did not win in 2016 is he the most likely to win 2024? Nevada. That's the best chance.
Of the ones he didn't win in 2016, I guess. Yeah, that would make
Nevada, Virginia, maybe in a best case scenario.
Nevada would be more likely.
Yeah, Nevada, obviously, but
yeah,
maybe Virginia, like a best case scenario. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he kind of won all the swing states in 2016 except for Nevada.
Yeah, that's the one he actually underperformed polling, oddly enough. Ken Buck reportedly considered VP run under Biden. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. He would be like, I'm running as a America First Patriots. I want to be Biden's vice president. Man. Rap. Will Jordan be the speaker tomorrow? I still think he could get the speakership, but it's not looking likely right now.
I mean, yeah, if a bunch of Republicans decide to change their minds overnight, because I guess like they have a dream that Jordan's a bad speaker.
Yeah, they're just like, oh wait, he's too America First for us or something.
No, it's like when early historians were writing stuff and their citation would be, "It came to me in a dream."
Yeah, it's just like, well, last week I was dreaming and this god came down and, you know, it's like, yeah, that's what it comes down to. Ben Siddick for 2. With RFK, could Trump win Maine in 2024? I don't know. RFK is definitely a big question mark. Like, how does that go? There's some...
running independent, I think, is gonna make it harder for, because some people were saying he may run libertarian. I think if he ran libertarian, it would be easier for him because of the ballot access. Running as an independent, he has to get signatures in every state, and it's different for every state. And I mean, that's why it was like a bad move for like Cornel West to switch.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
That he said it was because he didn't want to do.
Oh yeah, the lazy stuff was it was. I can't.
The Green Party said like you have to do a few events to qualify for the debate, and he basically just said like, I'm not doing that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that. Did you see RFK change his opinion on the border? Yeah, I don't get what he's doing. He's trying to steal votes from Trump, I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure RFK still doesn't like Trump, so he may just try to do that.
Jamie Raskin announced his candidacy for speaker, citing Jeffers between being too extreme to get any GOP votes. Real.
Jamie Raskin.
It's a fake. It's fake.
Yeah. Jamie Raskin's more progressive than Jeffries.
James, that's like basically the two same. I mean, I don't know.
Like it's like Jeffries is like a new Dem, and
yeah,
Raskin's a progressive.
I'm still surprised he got the minority leader that quick. I thought it was gonna be not him.
Jeffries.
Yeah, it just seemed like he came out of the blue. Kind of.
I mean, no one really knew who he was.
Yeah, he kind of just got the speakership, or the minority leader. Garrett Vanderkar for 5. You think the Pennsylvania voter registration thing, Republicans gaining voters at a rate 10-1, well, in the Supreme Court election, you gotta get the voters out. It may help with, like, you know, getting them registered, yeah, which is to save money, but you gotta get them out to vote. And I'm really thinking that the automatic registration thing, that's going to help Republicans in Pennsylvania. It already is. But I don't know. I think they should do it every state. You automatically registered.
Yeah, I mean, I think that yes, I think the registration process should be simple.
I think it should be like, okay, if you don't vote for like 4 years or something, you have to re-register or something. That's what I think it should be.
I mean, I think 4 years is a bit much because someone may decide to skip a presidential election, but like maybe after a little longer amount of time.
Okay, let's just say 6 years in between. That's 2 presidential elections and a midterm, essentially. Just say, okay, if you don't vote in 6 straight years, you have to register again.
I just like it when more people vote. So
yeah, funny enough, that may actually help Republicans in the future, but that's some people don't want to have that conversation yet.
Yeah, I mean it might.
I mean, just like look at 2020. That was one of the highest turnout elections since probably the 50s. Trying to think. That was the highest turnout election in many years. That's for sure.
Yeah, in a long time. Yeah.
But Trump did a lot. He only did like a point worse or 2 points worse than 2020 or 2016. And the electorate.
The popular vote, it was 2 points worse.
Yeah, and even the electorate got more Republican. That's a part where it's like, wait, what? The electorate got more Republican but higher turnout? Usually it's 10 years ago, Republicans wanted 2% turnout to win elections.
I mean, like, if you look at the 2014 elections, there was, like, horrible turnout. And,
it was like 12%, I think. It was something stupidly low.
Yeah, it was like, like, nobody voted.
But it's like, I really do think there is some kind of realignment where higher turnout may help Republicans. I really think we're getting to that point because who's shifting Republican? Low propensity voters. Democrats, they're getting more high propensity voters like college educated whites. So I think that's what's going to happen, where it's like, it also depends on the state. Like a deep South state, higher turnout probably helps Dems a little bit, but not by 30 points like some people are claiming in Louisiana. But
yeah, I mean higher minority turnout will always help Dems. I mean, Dems have been struggling with it since after 2020. Dems haven't been able to get the same minority turnout.
Let's see. I hope that automatic registration in Pennsylvania backfires in Dems. I think it is. Would you support compulsory voting like Australia? No. If you don't want to vote, you don't have to. Just my opinion. That if you decide, okay, screw it, I'm not going to vote, you should not be forced against your will to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have like a strong opinion on that.
I mean, if you want to, like, if you don't want to vote, you shouldn't be forced to. In my opinion, that just like kind of defeats the purpose of Republican stuff. But in terms of raw percentage, Trump did better. Yeah, but that was undecided. So I'm just saying the margin between Trump and Biden. Trump did like 2 points worse. All right. If anybody got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now or forever go in peace. Because I think it was kind of a slow news day, but at the same time there was some bigger stuff going on.
It was mostly just the flip-flopping around the House Speaker stuff.
I don't get what's going on there.
There was also that, like, the U.S. and Venezuela look like they're going to make a deal.
That's stupid. You really think that Venezuela's going to hold a free and fair election? I mean,
if they don't, we can just put the sanctions back on.
They're just going to claim, oh, this is free and fair, and then, like, I don't get it.
I mean, I think it would probably be they would probably have to let in like international observers to observe.
I still refuse to believe they're actually going to do it. Like I don't think Venezuela has ever had a fair and free election the past 30 years.
I'm pretty sure Hugo Chavez got elected. His elections, I'm pretty sure, were free and fair.
We could talk about that one, but I don't know.
At least I'm pretty sure they were like good for like they were like average for like a
South American republic or elections.
I mean, most countries in South America are like decently democratic.
Not real, James. I wouldn't say that. There's definitely
I mean,
a lot of
they have-
problems there.
Well, they have like problems and like corruption issues, but like the actual election itself, they seem to be fine.
All right, now there's a lot of problems, but I don't know, just my opinion, I guess. But all right, if you guys did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. This was kind of a different type of stream, kind of just more relaxing, kind of random, because yeah, why not? But yeah, Godspeed.